Welcome to another Grief Talk Coffee Chat episode. I'm your host, Vaughn Solis. Welcome to another Divine Healing Coaching episode. Today I'm going to be sharing the key points from Principle 4, Heal Your Heart to Heal the Mind, from my book Divine Healing, Transforming Pain into Personal Power. The self-help part of that book, in part 2, was channeled to me by the angels and my daughter Janaea from the other side. So I take no credit for the healing powers of all of the messages, tools, and practices channeled to me and offered in this book. But I can attest to the power of them in my own healing journey to this date to recover from my loss. Well, my book, Divine Healing, offers a guide to heal from child loss, suicide, and other grief. I long ago realized that what I felt in my own suffering in my bereavement after the suicide of my daughter Janaea, other people were feeling the same or similar symptoms from losses that were different to mine. Grief is not limited to human loss. It comes to us in different ways and at different times in our life, and not every loss will cause us to suffer. And to know whether you are suffering is acute pain, anxiety, or the sorrow we endure from our loss or other painful event that continues to impair our life in some way, both internally and externally, and often over a long period of time. Wherever our suffering comes from, and in my case, it was in my bereavement after Janaea died at the age of 22, I chose not to get stuck in it, which is easy to do when we feel like we can't or don't know how to break free of the suffering or don't recognize we are suffering. I believe that as more people realize the power that they have to heal themselves and even potentially contribute to the resolution of world problems through a change in consciousness, the greater our individual desire will be to fully awaken to this consciousness change. Principle 4, Heal Your Heart to Heal the Mind, teaches that the heart is the gateway to the soul. Mind is consciousness. Hence, when we are willing to open our heart to let just a little bit of light in, we start to change our consciousness about who we are, what we are capable of, what we are here for, what we can and want to do with this knowledge, how we want to help others, and how we want to be perceived. It also invites us to think about the legacy we want to leave behind for our loved ones and the influence we want to leave on possibly the world for those who are pursuing this type of larger purpose. Well, I came to my greatest awakening after the suicide of Janaea, really because of it, and through working with the angels, you can come to it from any type of experience or a flash of insight that kickstarts your awakening. And when this happens, you can never go back to who you were before, regardless of how brief an insight this may have been. It may start as a sliver of awareness or wisdom years before you are ready to embrace a full awakening, but that is enough to steer you on a different life path that guides your every decision and choice you make going forward. Suffering leaves us with a feeling of perceived separation from our Creator, Source, and each other. I believe that it is commonplace among us globally, but not a topic we discuss very much. There are many people who believe that suffering is necessary for those of us on this planet to attain a higher level of consciousness or contribute to the healing of their soul. For others, there may be religious implications. However, as we work to expand our consciousness, we will come to understand that suffering is an illusion. It is what we do in our suffering, constructive to our healing and holistic well-being, that will lead us to find oneness again with our Creator, God, or Source by any other name, that will bring us the joy and the life we truly desire. To our limitlessness in consciousness. The more enlightened we are as individuals, the greater is our power to overcome any darkness we are experiencing, either individually or collectively. I am an optimist. I believe that we can live in this world in harmony as peaceful, loving, and decent human beings. But change must first start with the self. As we choose to heal from our suffering in this incarnation and even other lifetimes, we become one with our truth. When we come to understand separateness as an illusion that only serves to feed the fear and competitiveness that is the root of our basic survival, by choosing to evolve both individually and collectively as consciousness through healing, we also contribute to the healing of our world, even if this feels slight or not at all at times. Expanded consciousness is the result of constructively changing the way we feel, think, and act, and embrace a consciousness of oneness to Source, to the divine, to the omnipotent that we don't understand but is greater than us and limitless in every way, and we are but a spark of. Ultimately, I have found that healing is based on two important fundamentals. 1, knowledge brings wisdom, and 2, wisdom brings personal power. Understanding the cause of your suffering and choosing to transform your experience in pain remains central to the practice of divine healing. Holistic healing can be yours through the relationship you develop to the divine, guided by your heart. And for those interested in working with angels to heal from their pain, I am including a link in the show notes to a meditation channeled to me by the angels called Working with the Angels to Release Pain in Grief. It is on my Living Meditations YouTube channel, where you'll find others to help you as well. In whatever way you choose to empower yourself through healing, whether this is starting or enhancing a spiritual practice or finding calm and peace within through other various ways, that is in itself a great aid to healing. By understanding the power you have to create the health and life that you want, you are already well on your way to living a robust and beautiful life. Don't forget to check out my Living Meditations YouTube channel for this particular meditation, Healing from Pain and Grief, and all other kinds of resources there to help you on your healing journey. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time.